I'm your party director, Rock&Roll Cheri, and you're listening to Shrimp Boat Radio. I hope you're ready to have a good time, because it's time to party in paradise with Todd Sparks.
Let's have a party in paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Party in Paradise.
Woo!
We are so glad to be coming at you. A lot of fun happening, things going on all over the place. I'm Todd Sparks. Sometimes they call me the party doctor, along with Rock&Roll Cheri. Say hello to the folks, Rock&Roll Cheri.
Hello, folks.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming up on this as we record this thing, and as you will hear it, it will be Halloween. So we're dedicating our show to Halloween. It's spooky time. Rock&Roll Cheri, as you can tell from, if on the radio you can't see it, this is why you have to go to our, what do you call it?
YouTube.com/Todd Sparks 1.
Right.
Todd Sparks and then the number 1.
And it's called a webisode. That's
Yes,
what I was getting for.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Well, you were terrible at fishing.
Rock&Roll Cheri has dressed for the occasion, ladies
I like
and gentlemen.
Halloween.
She loves the Halloween. I can attest to it because I went to the costume store with her. I had to leave to get back to the studio to get this thing ready for you guys.
I couldn't decide what I wanted to be.
Hours and hours. And what are you, Rock&Roll Cheri, for the folks listening on the radio?
I am a deadly senorita. Or
Deadly senorita.
yeah. I was going to be a My Little Pony, but they didn't have what I needed to put it together.
Right.
So that's
something that's way on another kind of website, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the alternative.
So she's dressed very like a maybe flamenco dancer.
Sure.
Maybe got the roses in her hair
With little skeletons.
with little skeletons all over. It's La Muerta.
El Dia de Muertes.
There it is. That's
The Day
deal.
of the Dead.
So you've got to watch the webisode just for Rock&Roll Cheri, because honestly, the skirt is hiked up, and I don't think there's any drawers going on. But I don't know.
I thought we talked about you not saying that beforehand.
Did it anyway. I did it anyway.
Thank
so
you.
This is, as we record this, it's right before Halloween. Halloween's coming up. You will be listening to it on Halloween, and there's so much going on all over our network where we're played everywhere.
Public service announcement.
It's
Rock&Roll Cheri does wear panties.
there. It is, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. So just now, as we're recording this, Fantasy Fest in Key West is ending as we record this. So, which brings us up to the Meeting of the Minds, which is going on next. And no, I am not there. I was headed that way, but
We had some hiccups come up.
A hiccup or two. I couldn't make it, and I was going down for a thing with Key West Chris Ream, and who will be on the show. I have invited him on the show, and he has agreed to do it. We're going to get him on the show very soon. So, but that thing canceled, and something else came up next
And
weekend.
Danny's going to be on the show.
And Danny Hoy's going to be on the show.
Yes.
At least Chris said she was. So I don't know if Danny said, but. The next weekend I'm booked, so I was coming back from Key West. So I could not go. I'm sorry. I will not be at Meeting of the Minds. I miss everybody down there. As you hear this, I love you guys. Be safe. Have fun, which I know you will, but be safe. So, and Meeting of the Minds goes through Halloween, which is the 31st, of course. And then
It's Friday. It actually falls on a Friday.
Falls on a Friday. That's safe for the kids.
How cool is that?
It's very, 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 very cool. So we're dedicating the show to Halloween. It's going to be fun.
Or
this
All
show.
Saints Day.
All Saints Day is
For
the
our
1st.
neighbors to the north, right?
November the 1st
Which
is
is
All
Saturday.
Saints Day.
And these are the days of the week.
She's a school teacher, ladies and gentlemen, and you can tell why we have so
I'm
many
having
problems.
a lot of difficulty today.
What is it? What's the difficulty?
I have no idea.
So I've got some top 10 lists for Halloween. That's where we're going to start.
Wait. Before
Okay.
you do a top 10,
All right.
put on one of your things.
Put on one of my things.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't need to put it on, little lady. What?
Put on the thing. If you're gonna do the top 10, do it with one of the things.
One of my new hats?
Yes.
I have on my head.
You have many hats, but I want you to wear.
Yes, I do wear many hats. Well,
Just-
since you're what are you?
Deadly Senorita.
a deadly senorita. This is very awkward now. Rock and Roll Cheri is.
I'm calling you out.
Okay. Then,
Ah.
there now. There now. I can't hear myself, but man, I look good. And that's really all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, just the only Mexican look I know. Okay, that's enough of that.
Very spicy.
Thank you. I just love the salsa.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, with my sombrero on, and what do you call yourself again?
A deadly senorita.
Whatever it is. This is the top 10 things
Yes.
that sound dirty on Halloween but aren't. The top 10 things that sound dirty on Halloween
I'm really
but are
excited
not
about
dirty.
hearing this.
Yes. Number 10.
Drum roll.
I bobbed and bobbed but couldn't get my mouth around it.
Oh.
It sounds dirty, but it isn't.
Apples.
Number 9. They'll suck you dry if they get their teeth in you. Top 10 things that sound dirty on Halloween but aren't. Number 8. It was so filled and heavy I had to use 2 hands.
Oh.
Number 7. Stick your hand in and guess what you're feeling.
Nice.
Number 6. Quit screwing around on the porch. 10 things that sound dirty on Halloween but aren't.
The bobbing and getting your mouth around it is
Hadn't,
still my favorite.
hadn't stopped yet. Number 5.
Sorry.
I got the best piece from that house. Number 4. Those small suckers are gone in a few licks.
Yeah.
10 things that sound dirty on Halloween but aren't. Just hop on the broomstick and ride it.
Nice.
Man, how many times have I said that in my life? Number 2.
That's a good
Once
question.
you get under the sheet, start moaning and groaning. And the number 1 top 10 thing that sounds dirty on Halloween but isn't. So, what'd you get in the sack? All right.
I feel like that was in reverse.
It wasn't, though.
I feel like the bobbing and couldn't get your mouth around it is the best. I think that's like the number 1.
Well, I think we know where the senorita, where her mind is, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't bob for apples though because it's a bucket full of other people's mouth backwash. That's disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
we've
so-
gone that far
It's so unhygienic.
this early.
So unhygienic.
Okay, I'm putting my headphones back on.
So you can hear me better?
Well, kind of. I'm going to play a song.
Sure.
I'm playing Halloween-themed songs today.
A lot of fun in the studio.
Well, that's a rumor. That's a rumor. This is, of course, you'll remember this. This is a little Creedence Clearwater Revival tune. All right. Well, I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and light down. I see bad times today. But don't go round tonight, for it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I feel a hurricane a-blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel the rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go round tonight, for it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go round tonight, for it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I said it. Well, I hope you have got your things together. I hope you are quite prepared today. It looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Don't go round tonight, for it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go round tonight, for it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. There's a bad moon on the rise. All right. Little bad moon on the rise.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Go ahead.
When I was younger and I heard that song,
Right?
I used to think that he was saying there's a bathroom on the right.
Sure.
I had no idea until I grew up that he was actually saying bad moon on the rise.
That's a lot of folks. A lot of folks make that.
So I'm not the only one.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay,
no, no.
perfect.
And John has a certain way of singing, so that's that deal. So Bad Moon on the Rise, that's been in a lot of horror movies.
I
and
love that. That's a good song.
it is a good song. Any Creedence Clearwater Revival song is a good song,
Annie.
in my opinion. I
Yeah,
love them. So
I agree.
now, as we said earlier, this is our, how many episodes is
This is our 35th.
35th radio episode. We're closing in on a year, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing Party in Paradise. And we've started doing the webisodes.
This is our 5th webisode.
This is our 5th webisode, as Rock&Roll Cheri has named them.
Yes, I think it sounds fun. We were going to do video cast instead of podcast.
Right?
But I like webisode because they're on the internet.
And they are on the internet. And of course, our crew, we call him Funky Jimmy Duncan.
That's not accurate. We call him Jimmy Magic Fingers.
Jimmy Magic Fingers. The ladies love him. Jimmy, say hello to the good folks. There's the good folks, Jimmy, saying howdy do.
With those magic fingers.
He said howdy do with them magic fingers. So we're celebrating Halloween. Just finished Fantasy Fest in Key West. Now it's Meeting of the Minds. We've got all kind of good things going on. Football's great. The World Series is going on as we speak. By the time you hear this, it may be over. Kansas City Royals looking mighty good on that thing now.
I don't pay attention to that, so.
It's mighty good. And I've even got Halloween news.
Ooh,
I've actually been saving this.
okay.
I talked to you about it, Rock&Roll Cheri.
Let's hear it. Oh, that's right, yes. They have a movie out that's kind of about this, but you won't.
And we're going to talk about horror movies and scary movies because
okay.
it's kind of a thing of Rock&Roll Cheri's. But
Yeah, well, yeah,
I
sure.
don't watch them, but Rock&Roll Cheri's seen them all. In Paris, France, not Paris, Tennessee, Paris, France, they have the catacombs where I guess everybody's buried in Paris. Or a lot of old folks are buried there. Not a lot of old folks. A lot of folks from years ago are buried.
Back in the olden days.
Which could be a week or two ago. I don't know. But now this is, you can visit. I guess it's a tourist attraction. It's underneath the streets of Paris. 66 feet beneath the Paris capital. Of course, it's the capital of France. I guess it's the medieval times. There's a labyrinth of walls of bones, they call it. And it's bones and skulls and all kind of stuff. And now, just to make it a little bit more spooky, you can do this at night.
Ew.
You can go to this, I guess it's like a graveyard or, like a graveyard tour like they do in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Except this is underground and it's actually the bones of the dead. So the Paris catacombs, I don't know about this. The site used to close at 5, but now it's staying open till 8. So you are definitely in the dark in the catacombs. So, what do you think about that, Rock&Roll Cheri?
I won't go anywhere near it. Are you kidding?
Human remains started to be transferred to the former underground quarries of Paris in 1786 when the main cemetery, the Cemetery of Innocents, was closed for public health reasons. From 1809 on, the catacombs were rearranged into organized galleries with piles of bones forming walls and pillars, and even some artistic shapes made of femurs and skulls.
And we're done.
Yeah, I'm not going
Yeah.
either.
They have a movie out now called As Above, So Below, and it takes place in the catacombs.
Oh, really? Did
Yeah.
you see it?
No!
Okay.
Heck no. I don't watch stuff like that. I
So-
used to. Not anymore.
So your favorite of all the Halloween movies, what's your favorite?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, that
Yes.
Bette Midler and
And
that right?
Sarah
Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker, and honestly, I feel bad. I don't remember the other lady's name, but she was really funny. The Sanderson sisters.
Okay, I've never seen that, but I understand
Hysterical.
it's kind of cute.
Bette Midler, they do a great job. I love that movie. And then I love Tremors. I know that's so cheesy and so hokey.
Yeah. Oh man,
I love it. Kevin Bacon.
One of my favorite actors in the world.
Reba McEntire, and then the dad
How do you
from
beat that?
the dad from was it Family Ties?
Yeah.
Or yeah, he was like this gun-toting NRA member.
Funny movie.
I love
Tremors.
Tremors.
Yeah.
And then The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love Tim Burton. His take on that.
See, I knew we'd get a lot of mileage out of the movies. Though
Yeah.
she doesn't watch them, but she
Well,
whipped
I
off
used
3.
to.
Yeah.
No, I used to. And actually, I'm thinking about taking my son today to go see Book of Life, which is the newest movie that's come out in time for Halloween, which is all about the Day of the Dead celebration and everything. And these two men who are in love with the same woman, and she has to kind of pick. And the evil and good decide to make a wager, and of course, evil cheats and is all about trying to get his way back to her.
Is this animated?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. As long as it's animated, I'm
Why
okay
would
with
I
it.
take him to see something that was?
I don't know. I'm just
think-
making sure.
Okay.
Just making sure. Okay. So,
Okay.
all right. So, of all like the old black and white movies, of all the creatures,
Okay.
you know, there was Dracula and there was Frankenstein's monster and, you know, and there was the Mummy and the creature from the Black Lagoon. Do
Yes.
you have a favorite of any of those?
Ugh, that's
really?
you know what, the Alfred Hitchcock?
Yeah.
The Birds scared me.
Well, yeah, it scared everybody.
Yeah. I saw it when I was really young, and I was afraid to when they flew over, I would kind of jerk out of the way a little bit. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, birds.
Well, you were too young to see it then. That's what that means. Now, an interesting note, the creature from the Black Lagoon. Have you ever seen that thing?
A long time ago.
Yeah, it's a black and white. It's kind of a B-rated movie.
Yeah.
That was filmed right here close to where we're doing the show. We're in Panama City Beach, Florida. It was filmed in a place called Wakulla Springs, which is right down the road.
I know where that's at.
Close to Tallahassee, the state capital of Florida.
I've been in those springs.
Yeah.
They're freezing cold.
Well, they are in the winter. That's
Yeah.
true. In the summer, they're not. See, that's the rule.
Well,
She's blonde and she's got big bosoms.
That's not-
That's what?
they're cold because they're fed by a natural spring.
I knew it was something.
That's actually freezing all year round.
So, okay.
It pumps freezing cold water.
That's where they filmed The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And also some Tarzan movies. So, there you go. Very fascinating where we live, ladies and
Like
gentlemen.
Elvira.
Elvira, sure, got big bosoms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was pretty funny. Mistress of the Dark.
that's right.
Yeah, I remember those movies.
She had her own little TV series thing.
Yes.
And she also has albums.
I love Gina Davis in Transylvania 65000.
Never seen that now.
Oh my God. I love it. Jeff Goldblum is in there, and I have the biggest crush on him. So that was a
Sure.
great movie.
Sure.
It was
So
really-
is this your outfit for Halloween?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to dress up as.
I'll wear-
'cause I'll have to perform on Halloween.
I might have to too, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
I thought I might dress up as Siri. You know Siri?
The phone
Yeah,
voice?
the voice of the phone. I thought I might dress up as Siri for Halloween.
What would this look like?
Well, I'm not going to because my life already entails being asked stupid questions all day. So I'm not going to do it.
Wow.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Well, I thought about dressing up as the person I claim to be on Facebook. That might be pretty funny. Well, who's really the person they claim to be on Facebook?
I think I'm going to wear a T-shirt that says life, and then I'm just going to pass out lemons. Think about it.
I've got it.
Did you get it?
I am on it, and I guarantee you the Meeting of the Minds folks got it. Yeah, no doubt about it.
But when life gives you lemons,
Yeah.
you cut them up and serve them with a dash of salt and tequila.
Right, or limes.
Whatever.
Yeah, just some citrus.
Maybe I like lemons. Did you ever think maybe I want a lemon drop with some vodka?
Well, that's always
But then I would do sugar, not salt. So never mind. I just messed it all up. Never mind.
let's start over.
Just do a song.
I
don't wanna
I'll
talk
tell you what
about it.
let's do. Since we're talking about a good cocktail for Halloween, why don't you give us a good cocktail recipe for Halloween?
Why don't I? As a matter of
'Cause,
fact.
I mean, because Halloween is a party night. Once you get the kiddies in bed and you give out the candy, then it's time for the adults to party.
or just
because
give them
we act
to
as
a
silly as anybody else.
responsible babysitter and then go.
A
Then go out.
responsible babysitter.
The responsible babysitter on Halloween. I don't know if there is such a thing.
Well, I go to Halloween parties every year and I dress as a ninja. That way nobody knows I'm there.
You're such a dork.
A dork is a whale's penis. Knock it off.
huge. Oh, I saw.
That's right. Thank you very much.
I had the
Now I'm just bragging, folks.
I had the opportunity one time to watch a plane refuel in midair,
Yeah.
and it looked like two whales trying to hump when that thing was trying to line
It was a
up.
humpback whale,
It
man.
was huge, and it came
Freaky.
down out of the other plane. It just got bigger and bigger, and the planes were really close. Like you could look up
Those planes were excited.
out of the cockpit and wave at the guy who was controlling the refueling pump.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
It sounds creepy, man.
We were really high up. It scared me. Okay. All right. You ready for a recipe?
Let's do a Halloween cocktail recipe. What do you got?
Okay. Let's do the Ghostbuster.
The Ghostbuster. I love it.
Yes. You
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
You need 1.5 ounces of Bailey's Irish cream,
Ugh.
1.5 ounces
I'm
of
out.
Kahlua coffee liquor,
I'm way out.
and then 1.5 ounces of vodka. You're going to shake with ice and then strain into a highball glass.
So it's all liquor?
Yeah. That's what gets the party started. What did you think was going to be in
Okay,
it?
let's do that again.
1.5 ounces of Bailey's Irish cream.
Okay, so you've got chocolate liqueur.
Yes.
Then you have
Then you have 1.5 ounces of Kahlua coffee liqueur.
so you have coffee liqueur.
And then you have 1.5 ounces of vodka.
So not only are you drunk, you are throwing up, just like the Ghostbusters. I guess it's like the ghost in the Ghostbusters. You get slimed. With that thing.
All right. Then we have. Do another one?
Nah, go ahead. You gonna do
What-
one more?
Yeah, I can do one more. I can do 2 more.
No, do one more.
All right. Well, I'm
We're gonna do them through the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let's save it.
No, do one more.
All right. I'm gonna do the zombie.
Don't do that to the folks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bring it up and then not do it.
Yeah.
This one's called the zombie. You need 1/2 ounce of Bacardi 151 rum.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, so I like this one. 1 ounce of pineapple juice.
Okay.
1 ounce of orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
1/2 ounce of apricot brandy.
Oh my God.
1 teaspoon of sugar. 2 ounces of light rum. 1 ounce of dark rum, and then 1 ounce of lime juice. You blend all of the ingredients with ice except the Bacardi 151. Then you're going to pour into a Collins glass. Float
Right.
the Bacardi 151 rum on top
Right.
and garnish with a fruit slice, a sprig of mint, and a cherry. I like to use an orange as the fruit slice. It's called the zombie.
Yeah. I think I've had
And
one
I think
of
when
those.
you after having it, you walk around kind of comatose like a zombie.
Yeah, I think I did that as a shooter one time.
It,
I think I was with Jimmy Duncan at some place called the Barefoot
Jimmy,
Bar.
magic fingers.
Yeah, Jimmy
Cue the
Magic
fingers.
I
Cue
don't
the-
know.
There we go.
That's like a love potion. I took my travels down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth. She's got a pad down on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
I told her that I was a flopper with chicks. I've been that way since 1956. She took my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, oh, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down, turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'll make it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine, it looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the cop on 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. A friend asked me, what are you going to be for Halloween? What did he say, Rock&Roll Cheri?
I don't know.
Drunk. She bent down, turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna mix it up right here in the kitchen sink. It smelled like turpentine, it looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my breath, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the cop down on 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. By the Searchers. Love potion number 9. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
What's a monster's favorite dessert?
What?
Ice cream.
Oh, isn't that cute? Rock and Roll Cheri.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's good.
I think it's cute.
It is.
I
It's
think
cute.
I'm going to use that later.
Four.
Not just in my classroom.
So we're gonna have to hear it again. That's
No.
okay. Thank
Whatever.
God.
Whatever.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. I've got another top 10. Is it time?
Put another hat on.
Oh my Lord! I have
Yes,
to take the
put
headphones
ano-
off.
Do it.
That's
Take it off, Todd.
most people always say, "Put it on, Todd." Well,
But you can no longer use the "I have a face for radio" when we're on a webisode. So
why?
do something. Here we go. It must be a good top 10.
Well, you know, it's good to be the king. I've got on a crown, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a little Halloween crown. It doesn't really fit my head.
It's got a big head. But
Rock and Roll Cheri. Okay. Top 10 reasons why trick-or-treating is better than sex.
oh,
Top 10 reasons
this better be good.
why trick-or-treating is better than sex. Number 10. You are guaranteed to get at least a little something in the sack.
Nice.
Top 10 reasons why trick-or-treating is better than sex. Number 9. If you get tired, wait 10 minutes. Go back at it again. Top 10 reasons why trick-or-treating is better than sex. What were you going to say?
No, I could see
That's
that. I
exactly.
could see that.
Number 8. The stranger you look, the easier it is to get some.
Nice.
That's half the people I know. Number 7. You don't have to compliment the person who gave it to you.
Well, you say thank you.
Well, you don't have to say you look good.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 6. Person you are with doesn't fantasize you're someone else you already are.
Nice.
Top 10 reasons why trick-or-treating is better than sex. This is our Halloween edition. We have to do it. Number 5. If you get a stomach ache, it won't last 9 months. Oh, man. Number 4. If you wear leather and chains, no one thinks you're kinky. Rock and Roll Cheri is out of the show for the rest of the time. Number 3. Doesn't matter if kids hear you moaning and groaning.
You're not doing your taxes tonight.
Number 2. Less guilt the next morning from overindulging. And the number 1 top 10 reason why trick-or-treating is better than sex. If you don't get what you want at one place, you can always go next door and get more.
Wow.
Yeah!
Some people give out like dental floss and stuff like that.
Do they?
Yes.
Who in the crap are those people?
They will give out
People
like,
that don't like children.
they'll give out dental floss. I used to go trick-or-treating when I was younger in my old neighborhood where I used to live in Maryland, in Annapolis. And there were these houses at the end that you'd have to walk really far to get to, but it was so worth it because they would give out whole-size, big, like full-size candy bars,
Right.
not like the bite-size Halloween ones. And then another
Right.
house would give you a can of soda so
Right.
you could actually have something to drink all the way on your way back to your house. It was like gold.
I don't know.
When you were a kid, that's like gold.
I guess so. Maybe I didn't hear the entire story, but that's okay.
Once again,
Yeah.
you're not listening to me.
Well, that's not true. And as we continue to do Halloween songs, and this is Fantasy Fest, Meeting of the Minds.
Hey,
Yo,
what do you call a Native American dancing ghost?
man, and I've got an Indian headdress.
Put it on real quick.
Wait,
Oh,
have you got two? Have you got two Native American?
I don't know. I haven't even gone through these yet, but this one seems really funny.
Did everyone hear about the preparation that Rock and Roll Cheri goes through for the show?
The fact that there really isn't any.
Exactly.
I
think we
see.
just
I
said
see
it.
what you did there. Wait, okay. But that's the headdress.
It broke.
I think it's right. Is that with the beads and the? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can it be fixed?
Jimmy broke it.
His magic fingers just ravaged it. Oh my god. Hurry up. We're almost out of time for our first half.
There now.
Thank you. Will it fit?
There now.
Okay, all right. Are you ready? So what do you call a Native American dancing ghost?
What?
Pocahontas.
No. All that? All that for that crap?
Oh my god.
Oh, my God. Why don't witches ever have babies?
Why?
Warlocks have Halloweenies.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
All right, we need to stop.
All right, we're going to take a short pause for the calls, I guess, ladies and gentlemen.
Taking a plane to the islands, turboprop put on some speed. Flying above the waves, I'm ready to play on a beach beside a blue coral sea. Really didn't plan an excursion. Sometimes you got to say what the hell. Leave the grind behind and clear your mind, and we're gonna tell you won't tell. Told the boss a real good story. I'll ask forgiveness for a little white lie. A problem came along, I had to be gone. It's not like I said somebody died. I doubt he even believed me, and right now I really don't care. Soon I'll be drinking rum and having fun, and working on a tale I won't tell. This is how it starts, just another shot in the dark. Dinner and dancing and island romancing, dreams of a tropical heart. From nothing to something and maybe much more, it's neither pass or fail. It's the time of your life wrapped up in one night. It's another tale I won't tell. So pour me a tequila, cerveza back, oh yes. How long have you lived on the island? That long I would have never guessed. Man, I'm getting hungry. Point me to a local's hot spot. Maybe you would care to join me. Can I buy you a beer and a shot? This is how it starts, just another shot in the dark. Dinner and dancing and island romancing, dreams of a tropical heart. From nothing to something and maybe much more, it's neither pass or fail. It's the time of your life wrapped up in one night. It's another tale I won't tell. Smoke of the reef out of Ambergris Cay, it's spinning from the night before. A little hair of the dog to clear the fog. Maybe just have one more. So into the water and down to the reef, but company was close by. And a shark took my breath and scared me to death. As I surfaced, I had tears in my eyes. This is how it starts, just another shot in the dark. Having too much fun with Appleton rum, adventures of a tropical heart. From something to nothing and sometimes much less, it's neither pass or fail. In the blink of an eye you might laugh or cry. It's just another tale I won't tell. In the blink of an eye you can laugh or cry. Just another tale I won't tell.
Right, it's Party in Paradise. I'm Todd Sparks. They call me the Party Doctor, along with Rock&Roll Cheri.
Whoop, whoop.
In his house. Yes, we are celebrating Halloween. We are celebrating Meeting of the Minds in Key West, Florida. Just finishing up Fantasy Fest, where you can be naked walking down Duval Street and nobody says a word. Usually you have paint on or something, but maybe not. It is Key West. Going to give a big shout out to my good buddy Art Hessen. We call him the Moon Doggy. His beautiful wife Darlene. They're in Key West. I think they're celebrating. I don't know where they're staying. Did they tell us where they're staying down there?
I'm not sure.
But they're down there, Mr. Moon Doggy. And, you know, it's Halloween in Key West. It's so it's good times. And I know Halloween, it's a good time. But I love Halloween. You know why, Rock and Roll Cheri?
Why?
because cobwebs in my house look like decorations. I get the excuse this one week out of the year. And there's other reasons I like Halloween too.
Why?
Well, because the only candy I'm really interested in swings from a pole and has daddy issues.
Nice. Wow.
There's your Key West right there.
Wow.
There's your tell you won't tell right there. Okay, so a woman
A woman.
whose husband often came home drunk decided to cure him of the habit. So one Halloween night, she put on a devil suit, hid behind a tree to intercept him on his way home. When her husband came by, she jumped out, stood before him with her red horns, long tail, and pitchfork. "Who are you?" he asked. "I'm the devil," she said. "Well, come on home with me. I married your sister." That's what I'm talking about. That ain't right, is it?
Oh my gosh.
Should I play a song?
I think that you should.
Well, we've been talking about our good friends down in Key West. We want to send a shout out. Of course, we shouted out to Key West Chris and Danny Hoy. But we've got a shout out to the sound man from hell.
Reverend.
The good Reverend Doctor. I call him the
Yeah,
Dr.
doctor.
Gueco. Good Reverend Gueco. The sound man from hell. Gary Eck. Shout out Key West. Love you, Gary. Sound man from hell. Reverend Doctor. Hope everything's going good with you. And we're going to give a shout out to our good friend Renee over in New Orleans, too. Because this is a song that's hard to play and sing at the same time. But this is another little Halloween tune for you. It's an old Bobby Bear's tune that Mr. Shel Silverstein wrote. It's called Marie Laveau. Way down in Louisiana where the black trees grow, lives a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau. She got a black tattoo and a mojo bone. Anybody there just won't leave her alone. You go, yeah! Another man done gone. How'd I do on that?
I love this song.
Got a one-eyed snake and a three-legged dog. Lived in a swamp in a hollow log. She got a big bony body, a stringy hair. And if she sees you, boy, I'm messing around there, she'll go, yeah! Another man done gone. Down in one night when the moon was black, into the swamp come Handsome Jack. A no good man like you all know. He was looking around for Marie Laveau. He said, "Marie Laveau, you lovely witch, won't you give me a little charm that'll make me rich? Give me $1 million and I'll tell you what I'll do. This very night I'm gonna marry you." And it'll be, another man done gone. So Marie did some magic. She did a little sand, made $1 million, and she put it in his hand. Then she giggled and she wiggled and she said, "Hey, hey, I'm getting ready for my wedding day." But old Handsome Jack said, "Goodbye, Marie. You're too damn ugly for a rich man like me." So Marie started shaking, her fangs started gnashing, her body started shaking, and her eyes started flashing. And another man done gone. So if you ever get down where the black trees grow and meet a voodoo lady named Marie Laveau, she ever asks you to make her your wife, you better stay with her for the rest of your life, or it'll be, another man done gone. Yeah, another man done gone. All right there.
You did good. I love that song.
Whew, I got through it. Lord have mercy. That's a good song. Shel Silverstein, one of my favorites.
Thank you for playing it.
You're welcome.
I
did that
I had
for
to
Rock and Roll
beg
Cheri.
him to play that one.
I wasn't going to. I mean, as of
I'm
5
glad
minutes
you
before the show.
did.
Yeah.
I
It's all
love it.
good.
It's perfect for Halloween.
It is. It's good.
Hey, Todd.
Mm.
Why did Dracula take cold medicine to bed with him?
Why?
To stop his coughing.
Tell another one, Rock and Roll Cheri.
Wait a minute, you can't say that. I don't know. I just have to. I was looking.
Oh, you got a little
Okay.
sheet over there.
All right. No, that's not a good one. Oh, how does a girl vampire flirt?
How?
She bats her eyes.
Don't know. Don't know. Well, I tell you what.
What?
Give us another cocktail recipe, another Halloween cocktail recipe.
Okay.
Because you got a bunch of those.
All right. Well, okay. We just did the song Marie Laveau, so I feel like this is pretty fitting. This one's called a Bloody Mary, but we can call it a Bloody Marie.
Well, we know Bloody Mary. This is a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. That Todd likes to have in New Orleans.
but we can change it to Bloody Marie.
Yeah, but let's just call it Bloody Mary because that's what I like in New Orleans.
I don't know. All right. That's true. You do.
Yeah. Just a little eye opener, as they
Yeah.
say in New
Way
Orleans.
to kick off the morning.
Yeah. And in Key West, there ain't no eye opener because you don't ever sleep. So
All right. So
there.
Bloody Mary. You need an ounce of premium vodka,
Yeah.
6 ounces of tomato juice, a pinch of black pepper,
Yeah.
a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce,
Easy for you to say.
1 squeeze of lemon, and a stalk of celery or green olives.
That's right. I like both.
You like both. Okay.
Better believe
so
it.
you're going to add the vodka and the tomato juice and the Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice,
Worcestershire, right.
pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and lemon juice.
Right.
You're going to pour them back and forth in between 2 mixing glasses, strain into an ice-filled highball glass, and then garnish with the celery stalk and, in your case, the olives skewed on a toothpick.
Yes.
Skewered is the word. I didn't mean skewed.
Yeah.
That's not accurate.
That's good, though.
Skewered.
I like all that.
I like martinis.
Do you?
But I like them like beyond dirty, like just filthy with
Ladies and gentlemen,
olive juice.
If Rock and Roll Cheri has martinis, it's Betty by time because I have been there on Bourbon Street
Okay,
with Rock and Roll
but
Cheri
you're not telling
with martinis.
But you're not telling the whole story.
I
You are leaving out a lot.
have to admit that I am a person that can hold one's liquor.
And
I have
Cheri,
many years of practice.
Rock and Roll Cheri flat out said she is a lightweight, and we have proven this before we even went to New Orleans.
Thousands and thousands of times. It's been
Now-
proven by now.
Now, so we go and we start out at the Carousel Bar, and we have two
We did. It was.
very, very
I had already
extra,
started.
extra dirty martinis.
Yes.
Then we go get dinner, and we have a muffaletta, which is just, to me, I don't eat ham, and I don't eat that weird palmetto meat stuff. I don't even know what it's called, but
It's an olive.
whatever. I don't do
olive
it.
spread.
So I had that on top of it with wine.
This is the woman that does the recipes for
We
y'all.
had the wine there, and then we went somewhere to a bar, and then we had some more wine, and then we went to another bar, and we had hurricanes because we just had to have a hurricane because
No, no. You had to have a hurricane.
Yeah, you went like, here,
I
you've
don't
got to
drink
try
them.
this because we're here at the Dueling Pianos. You have to have this drink while we're here. So I did. And then we went to some other clubs. Now, mind you, I'm a 2 or 3 drink minimum girl, and
No.
now
No.
we're
Maximum.
Yeah.
2 or 3 drink maximum.
And now we were on like 8 or 10. I was in
I've
some.
just started. That's called like dabbling to me.
I was in very high, pointy-heeled boots. How I
Yeah.
managed to actually walk myself back to the hotel room and like down Bourbon Street is a miracle. I didn't break an ankle.
You didn't, sugar. That's the deal
Whatever,
there.
whatever. I remember walking back.
So she was mad at me for days.
No, I had shakes for days.
True that.
The lady at the place we go to get Mina's, we went to get breakfast, and I was
Rock and Roll
looked
Cheri.
I looked miserable, and she was like, "Well, you know what you do for that? You get a Sprite and you pour salt in it, and it will cure your hangover." Idiot! It did not work.
She was just trying to get us
mad.
out the door.
I was shaking so bad. Oh my gosh, I was miserable for the next probably
So Rock and Roll Cheri was mad at me.
3 to 4 days.
Yeah. So which brings up our next. It's not a top 10. It's a top 8 list.
Put another hat on.
Oh Lord.
Do the one that if you were on Magic Mike the movie, what you would wear.
Okay.
And if you don't
Magic
know,
Mike the movie.
yeah, do the magic. We're gonna call this the Magic Mike hat, and that would be the pink with the. There you. Yeah, I didn't even have to say because it's a given. This
there
is
now.
the Magic Mike hat.
I just love this, and I love that television show, that family thing. What is it called?
I don't know.
Modern Family. I just love it because it's got those handsome men on
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Why pumpkins are better than men. This
Oh.
is not a top 10. This is a top 8.
Okay.
The top 8 reasons why pumpkins are better than men. Number 8, a pumpkin is turned on, lit up, only when you want him to be. Number 7, number 7, why pumpkins are better than men. From the start, you know a pumpkin has an empty, mush-filled head to begin with. Number 6, if he starts smelling up your place, you can just throw him out.
Nice.
Why pumpkins are better than men. Number 5, if you don't like the way he looks, you just carve up another face.
Ew.
Well, it's
That's
a pumpkin.
creepy.
It's a friggin' pumpkin.
Well-
Why pumpkins are better than men. Number 4, they are always on the doorstep. They're waiting for you.
There you go. I like that.
Number 3, one usually makes a better pie. Number 2, no matter what your mood is, pumpkins are always ready to greet you with a smile. And the number 1 reason why pumpkins are better than men, every year you get a brand new crop to choose from.
Nice.
There you go. Why pumpkins are better than men. I just love this hat.
It's
gorgeous.
it's pretty.
It is pretty.
It has a tiara. I didn't even know it had a tiara on the
has
front
a
of
tiara
it.
on the front. That's
Oh
right.
my gosh, that's perfect.
4.
Just because what other just because it has a tiara. Enough said.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do my other favorite song.
Oh, Lordy mercy.
I've introduced you to this song, and I've actually introduced when we go out to play or we go out to bars and things like that for wine tasting, etc. I like to request this song. What?
We just got over about you drinking, and you can't drink. So now you're talking to these
Well, it's
folks
like
about
it's like 2 glasses of wine
it's just-
tasting.
It's just 2 glasses.
It's a small
That's
carafe,
all I can do.
a small carafe of wine with crackers and cheese.
Why can't witches have babies?
Why?
Because their husbands have crystal balls? I don't know. I don't know.
Crystal balls.
What was the show?
What?
HBO vampires.
Oh, True Blood.
True Blood.
This is my jammy jam.
When you came in, the air went out, and every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I want to do bad things with you. I'm the kind to sit up in his room, heart sick and eyes filled up with blue. I don't know what you done to me, but I know there's much is true. I want to do bad things with you. When you came in, the air went out, and all those shadows filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I want to do bad things with you. I don't know what you done to me, but I know there's much is true. I want to do bad things with you. I want to do real bad things with you. Real bad thing would be, man.
I love that song.
Good little tune right there now.
Hey.
Hey.
Two monsters went to a Halloween party.
Hey.
Suddenly one said to the other, "A lady just rolled her eyes at me. What should I do?" The other monster replied, "Be a gentleman and roll them back at her."
Oh, Lord.
No?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, Rock&Roll Cheri.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Because yours have been great today.
Mine have been great today.
What is a vampire's favorite holiday?
What?
Thanksgiving. Instead of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I got it.
That's so stupid.
Give them another cocktail recipe.
Okay.
You got one?
Yes, I'm deviating.
Yes, you are.
There's the shocker. Okay.
She's a little deviant.
All right. I want to do. Ooh, this sounds good. No, I can't pronounce that.
What do you get when you cross a vampire and a snowman?
What?
Frostbite.
Ew.
What's it like to be kissed by a vampire?
What?
It's a pain in the neck. What songs did Dracula hate?
What?
You are my sunshine, my only. Okay.
Are you ready for a recipe?
I'm trying to get you there.
It's a pain in the neck.
Right.
All right. This one we're gonna call. Oh. All right. This is called Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew.
Yeah.
All right. You need
Is
2
that a
ounces.
shooter?
No, you serve. Well, I don't know. Maybe you serve it in a chilled.
For Jimmy and me, it is.
It's a chilled glass. It doesn't specify shooter or not. It's called Witch's Brew.
Easy for you to
I
say.
can't speak. You need 2 ounces of yellow
And she's on the radio, ladies and gentlemen.
2 ounces of yellow chartreuse. What is chartreuse?
It's
I mean, it's a color, but
it's
is
a
it also a
liqueur.
liquor? Okay.
Liqueur.
1.5 ounces of blue Caraco liquor.
Carousel.
What? Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe I need to do another one.
Yeah, let's do another one.
Dang, this blows. I can't say
Blonde
these.
and big bosoms. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason.
Let's do the Grim Reaper. I can pronounce everything in this one. This is called the Grim. This is called the Grim
The
Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Yes.
Now, that's a Halloween drink.
And
right
I
there.
like what's in this too.
You better
You
believe it.
use 1 ounce of Kahlua coffee liqueur, 1 ounce of Bacardi 151 rum,
Right.
and a dash of grenadine syrup. You mix the Kahlua and the 151 rum in an old-fashioned glass. Quickly add ice and pour grenadine over the top of it to give it like an ice red blood tint. That sounds good, right?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you want to do another one?
Well, sure. Why not?
Let's do a coffin nail. You use a
I've never heard of these drinks.
well because
Have you heard of these before?
No.
No,
Well,
these are new.
now I will say that I've had the zombie before, and I
Oh, yeah,
will.
the zombie, the Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
and,
I will go home and try the Ghostbuster. That sounds good too. But the coffin nail sounds good also. You use a 1/2 ounce of amaretto almond liqueur, a
Right.
1/2 ounce of is it Drambuie Scotch whiskey, and then 1.5 ounces of Scotch whiskey. It says just build over ice in an old-fashioned glass. So you could really
Yeah, that's
you
that's
get, doesn't
okay.
get much easier
Doesn't-
than that.
But it doesn't sound that good, honestly. But whatever.
Oh, I like the amaretto almond liqueur. I think that'd make it really
When
good.
does a ghost have breakfast?
I don't know.
In the morning. In the morning. Now, you promised that Buford could come back this week.
I don't recall at all.
What do you got? One more
I do.
cocktail?
No, I have a really good joke. Actually,
All right,
this
go,
is
go,
perfect.
go.
What do you call a Halloween boner?
What?
Petrified wood. Boner. What? Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Why don't ghosts have bands?
Why?
They get booed. So we bringing Buford out?
Fine.
My cousin Buford's back. We got to go. Buford, come on in here, boy. Hey, everybody. My name's Buford Poussin. It's always good to be back on the radio and the TV. God almighty. This camera up right there. Boy, I said, God almighty, I look good on camera. I saw myself on that last week. I said, Todd, my cousin, God almighty, I look good. I said that to everybody that listens to me. Rock&Roll Cheri, thank you for letting me come back on. I know you don't like me that good, but I like you.
It's
I
not.
like you, Rock&Roll Cheri.
It's not that, Beeford. You just you push buttons and you touch equipment that you shouldn't touch. We've talked about
There's
this.
the lights and everything.
I know, but
They make me funny.
but they're expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that, but I've been doing pretty good. I've been making a little money.
Yeah.
And I know we talking about Halloween and Key West. Todd, my cousin, the party doctor, took me to Key West one year. I had a good time down there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you
I have a
do?
good time everywhere I go, but I had to go home. Had to go back up to South Georgia this past week.
Why?
Well, I just had to go up there and see some people. I can't really go into all the people that I owe money to. But I heard a story while I was up there about a Halloween party. I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
I know everybody likes my stories. And it's about these two old gals from up there. They was up there from Blakely, Georgia, and they went to a Halloween party.
Okay.
And they started drinking. And their husbands didn't go with them because their husbands was working. Because that's what, that's what you're supposed to do. But your wives went out and got drunk. And there it was. And these girls got drunk at this party. They'd been drinking pretty heavy. And that night, they didn't want to drive home. Good for them. And so they walked home. It was Halloween party. It was a Halloween party. And they walked home. So they both wanted to take a little shortcut. So they went through the cemetery.
Everything about this seems very dangerous and
It's
wrong
dangerous.
so far.
Drinking in the cemetery. And both of them had to pee. Woo! They'd been drinking that beer. And them tequila shots, and they had to pee. So they was walking through this cemetery. And they said, well, nobody's going to see us in this cemetery. So they ducked down behind a couple of them tombstones. And, boy, they just went in. I mean, that's some good peeing. I mean, because they had to go back. They went and did that good peeing. So this first lady, she didn't have nothing to wipe with, so she uses her panties to wipe with them. And her second lady, she found a ribbon tied to a wreath that was fresh. It was one of them fresh ones.
Okay.
She had a ribbon, so she wiped with that ribbon.
Ew.
Yeah. But they was drunk. So they stumbled home. They finally got home. The next morning, that first old boy, that was his wife, he called the second old boy that his wife was drunk. Them two ladies drunk. The boys talking to each other. They was mad. Them boys were mad. First guy said, listen, boy, I can't believe this, but last night my wife got home. She was drunk. She didn't have a lick of panties on. Not a lick of panties on, and I'm mad about it. Well, the second old boy, his wife, he said, that's nothing, son. My wife came back last night. She had a card stuck between the cheeks of her butt that said, from all of us at the fire station, we'll never forget you. That's a good joke,
Oh, my
ain't it?
God.
I like that right there. I heard that up there in South Georgia. Well, I want to wish everybody a happy Halloween and a happy meeting of the minds and
Buford.
getting ready. What?
Do you go to Halloween parties?
I go to any kind of party I'm invited to.
Do
Why
you-
you invite me to a party, Rock&Roll Cheri?
No, that's not accurate.
What?
Do you go trick-or-treating?
Occasionally I'll go I went trick-or-treating when I was a kid, but we didn't have much.
Do you
Then-
do you dress up?
Well, we just put a sheet over our head, or sometimes we just put a bag on. My mama used to just put a sack on my head, cut holes out of it. And, my first wife did the same thing. And I never understood that. Never understood it. But, we didn't have much money. I'm a good earner. You know that. I'm a hard worker.
You are? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna dress up this year?
I'm thinking about going as a rodeo cowboy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause I like to ride that bull.
Oh.
Lord have mercy, I'm different.
You should go as a beaver,
Why?
so you could finally get some tail.
I'm riding Rock&Roll Cheri. You talk nasty. Todd, the party doctor, my cousin, said you talk nasty.
That's why he keeps me around.
I don't know if that's it or not. But I tell you what, right now, that's pretty funny right there, Rock&Roll Cheri. I tell you what, though, I'm going to go. I got to go on, Rock&Roll Cheri. I got to get on down here.
Well, why don't you wrap up the show for us?
Is it time to go?
It's about that.
Hey, y'all. I guess I get to wrap it up every week. I like it. I like it.
Let's not say every week. That's not accurate. Just today.
I know, every time I come on, Todd goes to the bathroom. I don't know if I must move him in a certain way.
I
But
think
tell
you
what,
move a lot
I
of people
hope-
that
I
way.
hope everybody has a great week. I hope everybody has a good time down in Key West and everywhere else y'all having a good party. My name is Buford Poussey. This is, what's your name?
Rock&Roll Cheri.
Rock&Roll Cheri. And for Funky Jimmy Duncan in the back there, everybody's having a good time. And we partied in paradise. Y'all see y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us this week right here on Shrimp Boat Radio. I hope you had a great time with Todd. I know I did. We'll catch you next time as we continue this party in paradise.